it's told only through memories. So what we see in the movie is not the reality, is how they remember the reality. And so the word of the male character is, at the beginning, is a sad word, and he remembers only in a tormented way, and he has only tormented thoughts. And she has a vision of the world completely different. So, and I think that this happens to us all the time. I mean, our world when we're happy is different from our world when we are not happy. And what happens during the film is that the two characters evolve and they influence each other. So, thanks to the love that she gives to him, he becomes less and less tormented, and he starts to remember that, for instance, his childhood was not so unhappy as he thought. And so we see all this, it's not told, you just see. Then they go living in the house where he lived when he was a child, and we see again this house which used to be very large, and we see it big, and we built twice the house, which is the house actually in which more or less the house in which I grew up. And she and what happens to her is just the opposite, that being with such profound but also complicated man, she starts to change, and she starts to remember bad things too. But not only the memories that they have are memories, but also their stories only told by memories. For instance, the first scene of the movie, it's well the meet cute. When they meet, they see each other at the party, but they remember this moment. We don't see how it really was. We see how they remember it. So he saw her very beautiful and very self-confident in a very sad world, and she's the only colored thing. And she sees more or less the opposite. She remembers more or less the opposite. And after many, many years, the first moment is remembered another way again. Because when you're in love, after 6 months of probably your memories are different than after 10, 15 years of the same moment. You remember different things with different colors, and so it's a film in which we worked a lot on the visual part and on the sound part and on the editing, because we tried to tell all the story only to physical impression, so to sight and to sound, and it was, well, it wasn't easy. It took us a lot of time to do it well. Look, you know what happened? I was working on another project. This one is my second feature, but I was working to another couple of movies in between. And then one day, I had to meet a producer and a big production company for a film we were doing together. And during the night, I kind of not really dreamt, because I was not really asleep, but I thought, a love story told through memories, and I wrote it on the phone, on the yellow paper. And in the morning, I looked at it, and usually the things you write during the night are not so good. You think they are, but then in the morning I said, it's not too bad. And so when I went to the producer, I don't know why, I told him, you know what, maybe this story is better, this idea is better. But usually you just say this and nothing happens. And in this case, the producer said, okay, you're right, and they made me a contract. So I went out and I called my agent and I said, now I have to do this thing. I have no idea how doing such a thing. I mean, the whole story told through memories in which there is no present. No, it's everything is visual. But I thought nobody will ever do it. So I was kind of sure that I just wrote it because I had to, and this is important to have contract, because you have to do it. And while I was writing, it was very funny because, well, it was fantasy, so I could invent things, because there's so many things that are closer to dreams. When you go to child memories, probably close to dreams than to, because you may remember things, then you think that's not possible at all, but your memories take. But while writing it, I didn't think that I would have to shoot it, because I thought nobody will be so. It's also an expensive movie and it's a complicated movie, and so I thought nobody will. So I said, well, we'll write it. It happened many times to write things and then we're not sure. And then no, we did it. We had to do. So I was scared again. Everybody was very confident except me. They told, no, you will make it. You will make it. Don't worry. I don't know. And so from this point of view, I am satisfied, I must say. I mean, it exists, it is a film and not a banana, I don't know, because it really I was scared that, not that the film would be bad, but it wouldn't be a film. You know, maybe you look at it that it's an armchair. I don't know. It's not a film because and it's a film. Well, I mean, I can tell it's a film. We're here, so I mean, you recognize it's a film. I'm not able to say if I'm satisfied. No, there are so many things I would have done. I think that's normal. But in this case, what I'm the most happy about is that I really try to do something. Usually I am someone who like to program and I have to do things when I know that I can do them, and to be sure. And in this case I was forced to do something which is for me another first feature in some sense, and another time. And so the fact that it taught me that we can try to do a little bit more of what we think we're able to. Just to say, I know that not too much, otherwise we make a disaster, but as long as you know that you can do this, let's try to do a little bit more. And from this point of view, I'm satisfied, yes.